They scroll, they post, they share their world, but never their face. You've seen them. Maybe you're one of them. The faceless creators, the quiet observers in a world obsessed with visibility. Isn't it strange? In an age where everything is about being seen, some people choose not to be. While others chase likes and cameras, they choose silence, stillness, and anonymity. What hides behind that decision? There's something deeply human about wanting to be recognized, to be known. So when someone rejects that, it isn't just about shyness. It's a quiet, complex decision shaped by fear, control, and identity. Some people don't show their faces because they fear judgment. They know the internet can turn kindness into mockery, curiosity into hate. Every flaw becomes a weapon, every mistake a headline. They've seen it happen, and they choose peace over popularity, silence over exposure. But for others, it's not fear, it's focus. They want the message to matter more than the messenger. When you remove the face, you remove distraction. You strip away the noise until only the truth remains. Their words become weightier, their thoughts louder, their presence, ironically, becomes even stronger through their absence. There's also a subtle power in being unknown. Anonymity gives you control. Control over perception, over narrative, over what people can attach to you. When you're faceless, you can be anyone or no one. You can move through digital spaces freely, observing, listening, learning, without the pressure to perform. And maybe that's the point. Maybe they're not hiding at all. Maybe they've simply realized that being seen isn't the same as being known. Because showing your face doesn't mean people understand you, and hiding it doesn't mean they don't. Sometimes people protect their image not out of insecurity, but preservation. They keep something sacred for themselves. Because once the internet knows your face, it feels like it owns a piece of you. Your emotions become content. Your silence becomes suspicious. Your privacy becomes rebellion. The faceless creator quietly resists that. They reclaim their right to disappear when they want to exist without validation, to speak without being seen. They understand that mystery itself is a form of power. When you can't be easily labeled, you can't be easily controlled. And yet, there's a real beauty in the faceless. They remind us that connection doesn't always need a smile or an angle. It can exist in words, in tone, in shared energy. The faceless connect differently, sometimes even deeper, because you don't see their eyes. You listen to their voice. You don't watch their expressions. You feel their emotion. Behind every faceless profile might be a storyteller, an artist, a thinker, or someone just trying to survive the noise. Maybe they've been hurt before. Maybe they've been laughed at, misunderstood, or used. So they build a small digital shelter, a voice without a face, a safe place where they can finally just exist. But there's another side to this. Some hide their faces not out of pain, but out of power. They understand the psychology of mystery. They know that people are drawn to what they can't fully see. When something is hidden, it becomes magnetic. You start to wonder, to imagine, to project your own meaning onto it. And that curiosity, that pull, keeps you watching, keeps you thinking. In a way, being faceless becomes a strategy, a silent marketing move, a way to stay relevant without being exposed. The unknown always has gravity because the mind fills the gaps it can't see, and the faceless creator lives inside those gaps, occupying the space between your curiosity and your imagination. Still, not everyone chooses it consciously. Some are simply tired of the pressure to be perfect, the endless cycle of filters, lighting, angles, and trends. They don't want to compete with a version of themselves that isn't real, so they let go. They say, "You don't need to see me to hear me." And in doing that, they become more real than ever. There's also a deeper, almost spiritual layer to it. When you remove the face, you can remove the ego. You stop performing for applause. You start creating from a place of truth. The faceless ones often find a certain peace in invisibility because they stop chasing validation. They just create, not to be famous, but to be free. But this freedom can come with isolation. Sometimes anonymity becomes a cage, too. When you hide for too long, you can start to forget who you are behind the curtain. The mask that protects you can also distance you. People listen to your voice, but they don't see you. They feel your words, but not your soul. And in time, that can make you feel invisible, even to yourself. The psychology of being unseen is complex. It can heal or hurt. It can empower or isolate. It can hide trauma or nurture creativity. It all depends on why you're doing it. If you hide to escape yourself, the silence might haunt you. But if you hide to protect your peace, the silence will heal you. The internet creates these illusions of closeness. We feel we know people we've never met. We share emotions with voices we've never seen. And maybe that's okay, because connection doesn't always need a face. Sometimes the most genuine bonds are formed through sound, emotion, or words. The faceless remind us of that. They remind us that vulnerability doesn't require visibility. You can be open, honest, and emotional without ever showing your skin. Your face doesn't define your authenticity. Your expression doesn't measure your sincerity. The truth is, presence isn't physical, it's emotional. And the faceless, in their quiet way, are deeply present. But still, the world will question them. Why don't you show your face? As if identity is a performance, not a feeling. As if being real means being watched. But they'll keep doing what they do, speaking, writing, creating, and maybe they'll never show their face. Not because they can't, but because they've realized they don't need to. The faceless creator is not invisible. They're simply free from the spotlight. They've chosen meaning over image, substance over surface. They've chosen to be known for their voice, not their vanity. And that's something rare, something powerful in this digital age. So next time you see a faceless account, don't assume they're hiding. Maybe they're choosing peace. Maybe they're choosing art. Maybe they're choosing control in a world that constantly tries to take it away. And maybe they've found the truest form of visibility, to be heard without needing to be seen. Thank you so much for listening. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Take care.